Hari Om. Jai Shri Radhe Krishna. Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Chapter number 3, Shloka number 17. Yes tvātma-ratir syād, ātma-tṛiptaśh mānavaḥ, ātmanyeva santuṣhṭas, tasya kāryaṁ na vidyate. Supreme Lord Shri Krishna says, the man, however, who takes delight in the self alone is gratified with the self and is contented in the self alone. He has no more obligatory duties to perform. When a law is declared, there are always some exceptions to the rule under given conditions and circumstances. When Arjuna realizes that to act in the yajna spirit is a must, and to stand against it is to get crushed by the mighty wheel of action set in motion by nature, he hopes that there may be some exceptions. Arjuna, in his low mood of tamas, decides not to engage himself in the war, as he wants to avoid exhausting undertakings and painful actions. Foreseeing Arjuna's state of mind, Sri Krishna says, only those who have given up desires for external objects, those enlightened ones who have no desires to eliminate, and when one has no dependence on the world and have no commitments, for him the law of karma does not apply. The motivation for any human action in the outer world is to achieve better satisfaction and contentment. The man of perfection does not depend on external objects for his happiness. He finds his joy, bliss, and contentment in his own divine experience. When he has already achieved satisfaction and contentment, no more desires arise in him. By the way, why do material desires arise in the first place? When we identify the self with the body, we identify with the yearnings of the body and mind as the desires of the self. These send us spinning into the realm of Maya. When the soul separates itself from God, the material energy covers it in an illusion. By virtue of that illusion, it thinks of itself as the body and forgets the self and experiences immense misery. But a liberated sage finds all joy in the self or ātma, all satisfaction in ātma, all contentment in ātma. For him, the law of karma does not apply because he has already realized the highest fruit of karma, that is moksha. Shri Krishna explains that he who has awakened to the larger life of the self takes delight in the self alone. Yes tvātma-ratir syād. He becomes gratified by the self. ātma-tṛiptaśh mānavaḥ. Mānavaḥ means mankind, and it is only humans who can strive for self-realization. And he who is contented in the self, ātmanyeva santuṣhṭas, to him there are no obligatory duties, tasya kāryaṁ na vidyate. Shri Krishna is teaching Jnana Yoga in this and the next shloka. He says, such a realized man is a person endowed with self-knowledge, and he has no worldly duties to perform. This is the only exception to the universal rule as indicated in the ever-revolving wheel of action. Hari Om. Jai Shri Radhe Krishna.